If you want to transfer property from yourself to somebody else, you may ask, what are the key steps you need to transfer properties, the legal steps? There are 5 key steps. The first is you must instruct a lawyer. You cannot transfer properties without a lawyer. So you need to instruct a lawyer. The lawyer would open a file and do all the necessary legal work. The second key step is the pre-contract stage. A pre-contract stage is where the lawyer would gather the deeds, gather all the property information, go through it, raise any inquiries with the opponent lawyer on the matter. The third step is to conduct searches. So the lawyer would do a local authority search, a land registry search, and environmental search. A local authority search is to make sure there's no charge from the local authority on the property. If you don't pay your council tax, the local authority could put a charge on the property. So a lawyer would dictate that, would identify that and have that clarified. A land registry search is to make sure that you actually own the property and is registered with the land registry. An environmental search is to ensure that there is no subsidence or movement of the earth, making the house have cracks. So all of these are searches that a lawyer would have to do in the third stage. The fourth stage is known as an exchange of contract stage. This is where you, the buyer, you, the seller, and the buyer exchange contract. Once contract is exchanged, the buyer cannot pull out and the seller must sell. The fourth stage is a completion stage. Completion is where the buyer transfers the purchase price to the seller and the seller transfers the title to the buyer. The last stage is called the registration stage. That is where the buyer is registered with the land registry as the owner of the property. And that concludes the 5th stage of transfer of title. I hope I've clarified that. I'm Godwin Okri. Follow me for more.